Hey everybody, welcome back to this is a Super Bowl Sunday edition of Keith's Beer Reviews. I'm getting cranked up to the game. I'm going to do a kind of special beer, not because of the Super Bowl, but because I finally went over 700 subscribers. I just wanted everybody to know I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your views, particularly your comments. I'm not always the quickest responder to comments, but I do respond eventually. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 days, but I do get back to you. I appreciate everything. I'll respond to everybody, and I sure like your opinions on the beers that I've tried if you've had it. But today I'm going to do one that's been sitting in my fridge for a while. It's a special release from Ommegang. It's their beer, and I'm sure I'll butcher the name, De Hougoumont. It's a Biere De Garde. That's the French style of a farmhouse ale, saison. It's kind of strange. A Belgian style brewery in New York brews a French style ale. This is a limited release. I don't know if it's going to be more than once or not. As far as I can tell, so far it's only been the once. It's from the website. It says our limited edition Biere De Hougoumont is brewed with traditional French ale yeast, 8 malts, French Strisselspalt hops, and aged on white oak and hard maple wooden staves. A traditional Biere De Garde style, this malty French style farmhouse ale is brewed to be aged. The name honors the Hougoumont farmstead at the pivotal center of the Waterloo battlefield. Napoleon repeatedly failed to take the fortification, but he then lost the battle and, quote, met his Waterloo. Comes in at 7.3% ABV. So let's get this cage and cork out of here and just see what we have. Gonna use my Ommegang glass I got a year or so ago in that sampler pack. Looks like it's gonna come pretty easy. Looks like we might have a hell of a pop here. Hope it doesn't foam over like that other one did the other day. Oh, nice little pop, some nice smoke. Not as much as I was expecting, that's for sure. So let's get this poured. I think I'll stop right there for now. Probably seal the rest of this up. Save the rest for later. Finish this review. I'm going to go start and do some hot wings. A few other things to get ready for the game. So, starts in a couple hours. Kickoff, I think, is about 2.5 hours. It's on all day on the network, though. But we got a nice dark orange, almost amber. Looks like a ton of carbonation streaming up. Got a nice 3 fingers of a fluffy white head, slightly off-white, but mostly white. Nice looking beer, so let me get a nose on it. Okay, it's really fruity right up front there. Some spice, some almost floral spice. Getting just a hint of the ABV on it. Very light hint of the oak. Not really vanilla, just that oak flavor. Not really getting the. It said white oak and hard maple, so I'm not really getting any maple on here. There's some modest, really light herbal hop notes. Maybe a little orange rind, toasted grains, wheat. Definitely getting that yeast, getting the spices from the yeast. So it's a fairly light nose, but let me get a taste on it. That head looks like it's going to stick around pretty good too. It's bubbles are really tightened up now on that. It's dropped down to a finger and a half or so, but really just really tight bubbles there. So let's get a taste. Okay, it starts off. You definitely getting some almost toffee-like toasted malt. A little bit of that fruitiness, like almost dates. In the middle, that yeast spiciness kicks in. Some floral notes, a little pepper, a little coriander. Just, again, just a little bit of that oak, but it's not really... it peaks a little bit towards the end. You get a little more oak towards the finish. But it's got a really nice... dry, spicy, almost whiskey-like finish. Nicely balanced beer, that's for sure. The hops give it a little herbal bitterness that kind of balances that sweetness of the malts there in the finish. But really nice. A little bit, like I said, a little bit of oak, a little bit of grainy malts, a little bit of sweet malts, the spices from the yeast. Decent tasting beer so far. So it seems to be like medium bodied, maybe. Definitely more than average carbonation, though. It's above average. There's a good bit of carbonation in there. Still quite a bit streaming up. So let me sip on this a while. I'll come back after a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's only been 10-15 minutes or so. I've been sipping on this. I've been really enjoying it. This is a decent beer. Not a lot has changed. It hasn't warmed up a ton. Everything's still really mild. On the nose, on the fruitiness has maybe come out a little bit more on the nose than it was before. But other than that, not a lot has changed on the nose. The hops give it a nice little slight herbal bitterness there. It kind of balances out the toasty, slightly sweet caramel malts that are in here. They don't blend, now that it's warmed up, they don't blend as well. It's a bit muddled in here, but still overall not a bad beer. It's a solid beer. It's fairly well balanced, flavorful. If you like Ommegang beers, this won't disappoint. I like it a lot, but I think there are better examples of the style out there, especially when you factor, I can't remember what it was. I think it was $15 or $16 for this bottle. So when you factor the price in, which I always do, even though I don't always mention it, I always do that. I always factor that into my grade. You can get better examples of the style out there and spend the same amount of money or less, but it's still a pretty decent beer. I don't have one to age. They said it's made for aging. I don't have one to age. I probably won't pick up another one, but I'm gonna give it. I'm still gonna give it a good solid 8 out of 10. The Ommegang Biere De Hougoumont, and I'm sure I will get corrected on the pronunciation. Like I said, limited edition, so I don't know how limited that means. But anyway, that's my grade. Now I'm going to start getting some wings and stuff ready and get ready and watch the Super Bowl. Till next time, everybody, cheers. And thanks again to all my subscribers. Like I said, just went over 700. I really appreciate that. I appreciate your comments. And I will respond. I respond to all the comments. It may be a little while, but I do. So I really appreciate it. So till next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.